Part 4. Delivery. Camera etiquette. In the last section, we talked about what you're going to be talking about, especially when the recording light is on. It's important to start off by speaking about topics that you know well versus topics that you need to research. The main reason why is because you cheat code past analysis paralysis and start putting in your reps. As you start putting in your reps, you're going to notice yourself collecting a whole bunch of different data. And through that data, there are going to be certain ideas which resonate with you the most. Collect those ideas, but don't just stop at collecting. Add nuance to those ideas. The more that you add nuance to the ideas, the more that you're going to create new ideas in the process. Now, as you're doing all of this, use this section to learn some basic camera etiquette. By failing to implement any of these forms of etiquette, the whole process of speaking in front of the camera is going to be filled with tension. Let's eliminate the tension. Let's allow it to melt off. Let's make speaking in front of the camera fun and easy. Talk to only one person. When speaking in front of the camera, your goal is to speak to only one person, rather than a general audience. In the beginning, it's going to feel like you're speaking to a whole bunch of different people. But notice that anytime that people are consuming video content, they're consuming it predominantly one at a time. Even in movie theaters, sure, a lot of people are watching the same movie, but they're processing it in their mind, one person at a time. You want to train yourself to speak to one person. Because if you're trying to speak to a whole bunch of different people, you'll look all over the place with a glazed look on your face. The audience is getting a filtered version of you. When you're only speaking to one person, everything takes care of itself. Who is this one person going to be? Up to you. For me, I like to envision that I'm speaking to my younger self. I know other people like to envision that they're speaking to their dog. Some people envision themselves talking to their best friend, their younger brother, etc. You could get creative with it. And if you don't even want to make it too complicated, just focus on building a relationship with a camera. Your best friend was a stranger at one point. Think about that. This friend that you have so many inside jokes with, memories with, bonds with, was a stranger. In the beginning, you guys weren't that cool with one another. You guys needed some time. Time to let the guards down, build the bridges, and start planting the seeds for the jokes. Likewise, it's going to be the same thing as you're building the relationship with the camera. Just know that you're speaking to one person, not a general audience. And this is the first etiquette that you need to imprint into your mind. Fix posture. In communication, you could do a whole bunch of things wrong, but if you make the other person feel heard, they'll love you. In digital communication, you could do a whole bunch of things wrong, but if your posture is right, then you'll love the process. In the beginning stages of recording videos, you'll notice that your posture is not the best, especially because you're nervous. You cannot always control the mind, but you can always control the posture. Chest out, back straight, shoulders peeled back, chin up, and you can even do a gentle smile. By doing this, you come back into the present moment. The more that you can prime your body to have a great posture when the recording light is on, you kill two birds with one stone. The first bird is that you improve your posture and look more presentable. The second bird is that rather than being in your head too much, you're in the present. Over time, these little incremental changes start to add up. So carry yourself like the CEO of a planet. Informal beats formal. When I was younger, most of these individuals from the mainstream media were extremely formal. Very serious tone, a serious face, not too many jokes, just straight to business. But nowadays, where more and more content exists, where more people want to build a relationship with the person's content that they're consuming, rules are changing. formal no longer wins. Informal wins. Yes, there's a time and a place. You don't want to be the guy in front of a camera who's acting like a straight-up baboon. But if you're one of those people who's capable of telling jokes, use this to your advantage. If you don't like telling jokes, then prime the mind to keep being like, hey, it wouldn't hurt to tell a joke every now and then, or what about you smile a little so you can loosen up? The more that you can loosen up from your own state of being, the more that you release mirror neurons in the other person. And mirror neurons are the 10th wonder of the world, right behind Pareto principle and the compounding effect. So, when you can feel good yourself because you're chasing informality over formality, then other people who watch your videos are going to feel good as well.